All right, stock down. It wouldn't be us if we didn't move quickly from praise to hating. So give me your 3 that you are stock down on after Feast Week.
Let me get my bag. This is where I thrive at. First one, Armando Bacot. 100%. And I don't want to make this a personal thing because I really honestly don't like doing stock down things outside of teams. But unfortunately, Armando Bacot considers himself, and he's considered by a lot of people to be this All-American player, best rebounder in college basketball, dominant big man. Not many people can mess with him. He's going on his 5th year. He's 23 years old. All this accolades, all this flipping the script. I lost my ex. The divorce happened. I got happy. I took the dog conversation. And you let Eric Dixon come out and sun you, like really sun you and hand you an L and absolutely dominate you. And you did nothing about it. And I think we're going to honestly get to the end of Armando Bacot's career and say, wow, he's a really great player, did all this, did all that. Is he a winning player? Is he a player that when it's winning time, you want to lean on that player? You want to lean on that guy? Because I saw a guy shrink. I saw Eric Dixon come in there and take his lunch money. And I don't think you can be considered one of the best bigs in the country and let that happen.
I don't think you're wrong, except I do think you're wrong when you said you don't like hating on anything. Like you definitely.
I said I don't like, because I don't want it to seem like I'm attacking a college student athlete.
Yeah, sure. So
Sure.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, I'm with you. We've had to have conversations with people that we work with from time to time on what's appropriate and what's not. And you are one of the people we've had to have conversations about. So I appreciate you saying what you're saying, but I think it's totally fair and totally warranted with Armando. Like spoiler alert, one of my stock down is North Carolina as a team. I couldn't be less afraid of Armando Bacot and RJ Davis. And I get that is crazy to say because RJ Davis's numbers are really good this season. Like RJ Davis is putting up fringe All-American numbers. That's great. Armando Bacot's putting up the same stuff he's been doing his whole career. He's getting 1,000 rebounds a game. And if you actually watch the game, it's rare to me that I feel like he's dominating the game in the post. And I think this team did not take the step forward that we expected post Caleb Love. Part of that you could blame the surrounding pieces for, but I like what I'm seeing from Harrison Ingram right now. I think he looks good. Cormac Ryan had the whole weird injury thing. They won the game after, like without Cormac Ryan the next game. So like, I guess give them credit, but I don't like it. I don't feel like I trust this team. I think this is the same group it's been because any team built around RJ Davis and Armando Bacot is what it is. Those guys are good individual stat players. Those guys are not guys that have ever been a part of serious winning teams other than one crazy 3-week stretch in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Which, by the way, who was their best player during that run?
Caleb Love.
And he ain't here.
Good call. Second on my list, what do I want to go to first? Because I want to end with a certain team. Okay, I'll go this way. My stock down is Dalton Connect because I think that he's getting overhyped a bit too much. I think there needs to be serious look into the fact that he isn't showing up in second halves of games. And look, I get it. He's in Hawaii, humidity, all this stuff's going on, cramps happen. I get that. Like that's not he really can't control that. But I got my eye on it going throughout the season. I need 2 halves to connect. I need him to connect 2 halves together. He hasn't done that.
Yeah.
Except against Michigan State.
He just doesn't guard and he gets cramps. And those are 2 things that can't happen at the same time.
They can't.
I mean, they can, but like it's not good for you or your team if you're not guarding and you get cramps.
Okay. And this ties into what I want to say stock down as a whole. Stock down for the SEC. Stock down for the SEC. Why are you making that face?
Elaborate. Why?
I don't think Bama's as good as I thought they were going to be. I don't think Arkansas is as good as I thought they were going to be. Tennessee kind of wavered a little bit in Maui in my eyes. Kentucky's having dogfights with St. Joe's. Like, just stock down for the SEC. in my eyes.
Counterpoint. Texas A&M looks good.
Okay, that's one.
Counterpoint. Kentucky looks good.
I like Kentucky, but okay, stock down
Counterpoint.
top.
Counterpoint. Counterpoint. Florida looks good.
No.
Counterpoint. Auburn looks all right.
All right. Okay, so
they got a lot of teams, right?
I like to go stock down SEC.
But did we really think Tennessee was elite? Like
Yeah, I
Tennessee
did.
clearly looks better than we thought.
I did.
Not coming into the season, you didn't.
I mean, after that Michigan State scrimmage, I did.
Okay. All right. I guess. I don't like that one. Sorry, I'm stock down on your third stock down. I think that was a bad stock down. My final stock down is one, or no, I have two actually. Sorry, I just jumped on your North Carolina. I have two. R. Creighton. It's time for the first conversation about R. Creighton. This is what it comes down to for me. The loss to Colorado State was horrible. They got punked. It was a blowout. It never should have been a blowout. It is what it is. I think the serious issue is not that one result from one game. I think the serious issue is Stephen Ashworth is not what I thought he would be.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with that 100%. I think that's a cause for concern.
We were hopeful that Ashworth's presence would mean Trey Alexander looks great and Ashworth's a floor spacer and it all works out and you don't miss Ryan Nembhard. The truth is, I think Alexander does look better, although he was horrendous in the loss, but Ashworth is a clear, like they're just worse. They're way worse than they were with Ryan Nembhard with Stephen Ashworth. So yeah. I can't take them serious as a title contender if that's what it's going to be all year.
Yeah, unfortunately. But also at the same time, Colorado State is actually could get themselves in the stock up category. They're good.
They're super good. I love him. I love Isaiah Stevens. He's incredible. Stevens. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Like, and Ashworth's shooting the ball well, by the way. Like, the part of the problem here isn't like he's missing shots. It's just he's tiny, and I don't think he can get his shots off.
Yeah, true.
It's not great.
They need to just go all in on Trey. Like, let's act like there's only one guard on the floor. Just let Trey just do everything. And I know he has some bad games, but I do not care. Trey Alexander's a bad man.
Yeah. Okay. Final stock down for me. I do think you'll like this one as well. The Duke Blue Devils. I've been hinting that I think this team is soft. Did this team lose any notable games this week? No. Did they have a sleepy little game that they hope nobody was watching right around Thanksgiving against Southern Indiana? Yes, they were trailing Southern Indiana by 4 points. Carter, this is the same Southern Indiana team, by the way, that lost to Michigan State 74-51 in a game in which Michigan State shot 1 for 11 from 3-point range. I thought Michigan State played objectively terrible in the game against Southern Indiana, and it was still a dog walking. I have no idea how this Duke Blue Devils team lost a 20-minute stretch against Southern Indiana. They are one of the worst basketball teams I have ever seen, and I think that says something about where this Duke team is at.
I agree with you. I think the soft moniker is something they're not going to be able to shake. I think that might just be who they are as a team. And as someone who watched that Southern Indiana team, embarrassing that this game was even as close as it was and that this team was able to play with them at Cameron.
It's almost worse to me that they just flipped it on second half too. That just means you no-showed. That says something about where you're at mentally, not just physically. So yeah, I hated it. I hate everything that I'm seeing from Duke right now. They're sitting there 5-1, but I think we've gotten a lot of really underwhelming performances from Duke. So there you have it, folks. Stock up, stock down from Feast Week. Sleepers Media on the YouTube channel. We are now at the halfway point of our episode, Card. Do you want to do an on-the-fly ad read that has nothing to do with what we're doing?
Yeah, of course. And it's going to be a repeat of what was said earlier because I feel like you didn't say the point that needed to be said. There might be some new people listening to us, right? There might be people who are previous listeners to us and realize that we're ramping things up and they want to find a way to support us. I think everyone out there kind of wants to do the things for the, hashtag or quote unquote blue collar guys, hard workers, little guys, small business, whatever term you want to use. The best way to do that currently is by joining our Discord. And not only does it support us, but the community that's being built over there, the perks that you get with joining it as well, as far as the giveaways, information that we have, conversations about basketball, just dialogue in general. Even if you don't want to participate in that, the best way to support us is by joining the Discord for a small fee of $9.99 a month if you join on desktop. And that directly supports us in everything we do and all the time that we put into this as far as editing and content and watching the games and doing all that. And we appreciate it greatly, every single person who does it. So if you aren't already, join it. God damn it, just give it a try. I promise you won't leave afterwards. We have great retention rate outside of Steve Parks. By the way, shout out to Steve Parks. He still comments on our YouTube videos. I see you. But besides that, we got good retention rate. That means that the stuff is good.
Jeff Parks.
Jeff. Sorry, Jeff.
Now he's not going to comment on our YouTube video.
I mean, you asked for me to do something on the fly, and then you expect that not to happen. That's on you.
The weekend, Louisville. Yeah, understood. Okay, thanks for the ad read. And just to add to that, it literally pays my checks right now. Like that's where my income is coming from now. Is various ways that we make money off of Sleepers, which includes watching our YouTube videos and joining the Discord. So yeah, my little baby daughter Cart is about to eat real food this week for the first time.
Hey,
terrifying. I have to learn how to like cut up and dice a banana this week. That's what we're starting with. And I got to be able to buy bananas. I got to be able to buy a dicer. And right now, like, funds are low.
You said you got to buy a dicer?
Yeah. I assume that's how you dice a banana, with a dicer.
No, you just take a knife and you just cut it, probably.
Last time I did that, I sliced my thumb open. I still have a scar.
That's crazy.
You can see it. Yeah.
That's
Not
tough.
great. Not great.
No such thing as a banana dicer. I'll let you know that right now. But yeah.
Well, I think I could probably find one.
Check TikTok.
Did I tell you my new Shark Tank idea, by the way?
No.
I'll tell you offline, but I have a great new entrepreneurial endeavor that I'm undertaking.
That'd be great, because I realized today, as I was actually watching Shark Tank before I went to go record with you, that the money is making anything kids related. So if it's a kids product, as far as like anything that involves kids, it's going to make money and people are going to eat it up.
It involves kids. I can't believe you just nailed that. It literally is a kid-oriented idea.
I'm in.
It's great. Okay, we'll talk. We might need you as an investor. I have one business partner already on this mission with me. So
is it Evan Meyer?
No, it's not Evan Meyer. I can't let Evan around kids.
Isn't Evan a teacher?
Like, I don't want Evan to get in a Josh Giddey situation. Not that he would, but like there would be people trying to trap Evan in a Josh Giddey situation.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Do not want to see Evan at a parent-teacher conference.
Yeah. And to be clear, like Evan would never, but like you don't want your boy to get Josh Giddey. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. Should we move on?
I think we should.
Should we move on from one sexual deviant to another sexual deviant?
Oh, good Lord. What a segue. Yeah, I guess.